What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Moneyline Madness Kickoff podcast. Little pregame action we got going on here. I am Matt Cherico, alongside my boy Andy B and CMO Sports. What's going on, guys? How we feeling?
Oh, what's up, everybody?
A little week two action, a little week two. Like, what's up with it? We feeling confident going into this week two?
Feeling great. Feeling like
it depends. Depends on what we're talking about. Are we talking about bets? Are we talking about fantasy? Or are we talking about our teams? Because it's three different answers, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you're all over the place right now. Your Sunday is a little awry, some could say.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not looking forward to Sunday Night Football. We'll just say that.
No, really?
No.
Why's that? Why is that?
I'm a little scared with this offense. We're gonna find. I was reading that this week in practice it wasn't that clean. So we're gonna find out.
How's Alan Lazar doing? Is he?
He's playing. That is true. I'm hoping he's not too limited.
That is definitely a big addition
Lazar
to
is
the
a
offense.
huge
I mean, that's the number one target for Aaron Rodgers.
It's our number one.
Yeah, literally. So I mean, you can't be too scared. I mean, and at the end of the day, it's the Bears, right?
It is the Bears. That's what makes the worst stuff.
He owns.
Y'all should win. Y'all should win this game, man.
Yeah,
you should.
That's not. Yeah, I'm not too scared for Rodgers, truthfully, tonight. I think he's gonna. It's Sunday Night Football. It's Aaron Rodgers. Regardless, he's gonna come out slinging the rock. So, I mean, that's
hopefully.
That's a given in my opinion. All right, let's talk. We got 1:00 games coming up in about an hour. So, I know we're talking bets here. What do you guys got on the early games today? Give me some.
Go ahead, Andy. You can go first.
I'll start with the Jets Browns game. Actually, I've got a player prop: Amari Cooper plus 220 anytime touchdown. Usually for anytime touchdowns, I'll go running backs, but I feel like today the Browns, it's the Jets. They're going to be able to probably do anything they want on offense, I would guess, even with a backup quarterback in there. I guess a third string quarterback in there. I really think that he's going to be the one guy at least to get a receiving touchdown. I think they're going to run all over the Jets. I also would take the spread in that game too. I don't think the Jets are going to have any luck today, I guess.
I do think the Jets kind of stink it up. And I mean, Cleveland's literally a playoff team besides the quarterback, right? Like you plug Deshaun Watson into that team and all of a sudden they're a contender.
They're probably a Super Bowl team.
Yeah, the defense is literally stacked, ready for Deshaun to come in there and then them to make a playoff push. So I really like Cleveland today. I am going against the Jets as well. I have Joe Flacco to get an interception. I know we talked about that last week, and I think this week, obviously, he's coming through with a quick in. What's going on, How you doing this lovely Sunday morning? Joe Flacco to record an in, minus 142. I'm throwing a whole unit on that bad boy.
That feels free. That's just so free.
A whole unit on that bad boy. I like that, though. I like that. For me, for 1:00 games, I got one for the Giants. Oh, I got a couple. I was just figuring out what the 1:00 games were. That's why I was so quiet. But I got 3 1:00 plays. Actually, 3 1:00 plays. I'll start with my Giants. I like Saquon Barkley over 17.5 rush attempts. You can get that at minus 122 on FanDuel. Anywhere else is at 18.5 for the same odds. So make sure you get it on FanDuel for minus 122. Saquon is going to get fed crazy this year and today, especially against a run weak Panthers defense that gave up 122 to Chubb and another like 50 to Kareem Hunt. I like Saquon. He had 18 exactly last week. I think he gets fed more. Now that Dave sees what's good, he didn't feed him that much in the first half, but in that second half,
we got workhorse Saquon back. So
they workhorsed him in the second half, and now he sees what he can do. It's gonna be crazy. Jacoby Brissett under 9.5 rushing yards, minus 110 on Bet 365. Actually, that's not even a 1:00 game. That's not even a 1:00 game. I
actually like that one.
No, it is. Yeah.
That is a 1:00 game.
Oh, it's a 1:00 game?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I like that a lot too.
Jets front four is really non-existent.
And honestly, he's probably not gonna have to be run at all. He's
not gonna run. That's the thing. Out of his last 12 starts, he's only hit this line once.
Yeah,
I'll just put it like that.
I like that.
But let's go to the next game. The next bet. Detroit Lions versus the Washington Commanders, over 47.5 points. I think these two teams really ran it up last week. They both scored a lot of points last week. They both got a lot of points scored on them as well last week.
Yeah.
So I think these two teams are about to run it the fuck up. I really like this bet actually a lot. It's probably one of my strongest bets of the day. Let's see what else.
That game's actually even.
For
you took over 48.5, and that's
47.5, and that's on Superbook.
On Superbook,
okay.
On Superbook.
That game's actually, the spread is even. That is probably the most even.
Oh, they're gonna go back and forth all game, bro. All game.
Yeah.
That's a toss up. That's a big of a toss up as you're gonna see for today.
I realized that I forgot that one game was a 1 o'clock game. I'm used to the Steelers Patriots not being a 1 o'clock game. Usually that's like a 4:25 game of the week type thing, but it's not. It's a 1 o'clock game this year, so I have Pittsburgh +3. Pittsburgh's a better team in my opinion.
I think any given Sunday, man, like they're a better team.
And they beat up on Joe Burrow. They really did it. And you think Mac Jones with a bum back is going to be any better than Joe Burrow? No shot. TJ Watt does not make them that bad of a team. But you're giving me +3. I think they win the game outright, but you're giving me +3. I think that's pretty odd. So now that I know that's a 1 o'clock game,
here's the thing about TJ. Like, yes, he makes the team a lot better when they're on the field, but he's always hurt. And his defense are always just as good. They're always just as good without him.
And it's not like they're a team without good defensive players. They have a decent secondary, and I think Cam Hayward's healthy, right? So I mean, that's a team that's got good defensive players.
And Minka will hold it down.
He was showing out last week. Plus, it's all up for the Steelers right now in terms of like team culture. You know, like Mike, if there's anybody that's going to bring that culture, like surround a bunch of young kids together and make them win, it's Mike Tomlin. I mean, the guy doesn't have a losing record in his career as a head coach, and that's for a reason. I mean, he's never had he has had great teams, but he's never had above and beyond talent to where it's like, oh, Mike Tomlin got carried. Like, he's always a very significant part of that team's success. So I definitely see them covering.
Yeah, and Mac Jones was turning the ball over against Miami a lot. I mean, you think he won't turn the ball over against Minka?
Well, Miami is a stacked defense.
They do have a good defense.
That's what today I have in that game. That's a 1 o'clock game as well. I have Lamar anytime touchdown. I think because not only their secondary is good, but it's also going to be a high-scoring game. So Lamar is going to be kind of forced into his natural habit, right? It's going to kind of force him to be aggressive, and I think he runs one in. I mean, a plus 195 or 175 plus money for that seemed kind of crazy to me. So I think he runs one in because, I mean, like I said, the strength of Miami's defense is their secondary. So I could see Rashad Bateman going under his yardage today, and then also Lamar putting one in.
I've got one. I'm trying to find it. Tua to throw a pick today. That feels like something that's going to happen. I'll be honest. The Ravens defense, they're going to have Marcus Peters back. They're going to have a really good. It's even money. Okay. Yep. I think Tua I can't find it on here. I think Tua to throw a pick is definitely up there with the Flacco type thing. I've been saying this. I think it's an overreaction, the line of this game too. -3.5. I don't think the Dolphins are even in the same stratosphere as the Ravens, and they're really putting them pretty close to each other. So
I don't know. I do think that.
I think they are.
I don't think that offense can compare. I don't think that offense. I get it. Tyreek Hill really helped them, but I still don't trust Tua. I will never trust Tua.
I don't trust Tua either, but their defense is very good as well.
Yeah.
I think that score run. I think they run it up. Could potentially be over 43.5.
Their divisional rivals.
It's
going to be close.
It's going to be really tough. That's why I'm kind of only sticking, like, in those types of games, that's when you see Lamar, take over in his running game. And, like, that's his roots. That's what his kind of safety blanket. That's what he's going to go back to. So that's why I have him putting one in today.
Yeah, I can see him putting one in for sure.
I got another.
You got any more 1 o'clock games? What?
Yeah, I got the Colts and Jacksonville. Jonathan Taylor over 19.5 receiving yards. I mean, this was like I posted in the Discord. This was the bread and butter last week. I mean, running back receiving yards, like 19.5 for Jonathan Taylor. First off, they're playing a weak middle linebacking core of Jacksonville. And Matt Ryan loves his checkdowns. It's Jonathan Taylor on top of all of that. So he could get this in literally one play. Like we saw Javonte get that in one play. We saw Austin Eckler. Who did I? Or no, I didn't take Austin Eckler the other day. I took Clyde. Clyde's receiving yards. He got that in 2 plays. Like these running back receiving yards are so low. I feel like I can't help but jump on it. At 19.5, like it's JT.
I think that's another line that's a bit of an overreaction too. They're looking at that game the other day the Colts had, and they're putting it at -3 against Jacksonville. I think they could cover that easily. I get they tied with Houston, but that was week 1. I mean, they're gonna settle in eventually. So
the Colts are too good of a team.
Yeah,
to not
play a
settle
3-point
down
game.
Seriously with Jacksonville. Like I don't know. I do have a question for you though. Trevor Lawrence. How long do we give this guy until all of a sudden he starts?
Not much longer, that's for sure.
He's been kind of subpar.
We'll see with Trevor Lawrence. I'm not gonna write him off yet because he has such a shitty team around him last year and a very shitty coach, and now he has a decent team. And
he makes throws though that just make you.
He can, Christian Kirk had a day last week.
Yeah.
Let's see what they can do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna write Lawrence off yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
I
mean, when Joey B is coming out slinging rock like the way he's been, I mean, it's just that's kind of the same way. Like it gives me like RJ and Zion type of vibe. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like if Zion came out and was an absolute superstar, people would be like, "Yo, RJ's lackluster." So I feel like in that same sense, it's kind of like 1 and 2, they kind of go hand in hand with each other. Main says give Lawrence some time, only his 2nd season, and he played for Urban Meyer last year. That's a fact. Urban Meyer sucks.
Future Nebraska head coach Urban Meyer. Hell yeah.
He had a stinky team and a stinky coach, like I said,
You're not wrong.
We gotta see him develop. We gotta see him under a real offense like he has now, Even after this year, we gotta give him one more year after this year.
Honestly, you're not wrong. His development was so stunted by playing for another college coach. It was basically like he was in it was basically his senior year last year.
I'm not passing judgment until after week 3. I mean, year three. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. What else you guys got? Because I was looking a little bit, speaking of, we talked Joe Burrow a little bit, Bengals Cowboys today. I think everybody's off the Cowboys, right? Like nobody is picking Cooper Rush. Nobody's siding with that guy.
Yeah, I like Wise's pick, Wise Capper's pick from Most Sports Premium. We'll give a premium pick up real quick. Bengals team total over 24.5 points. I really like that.
Yeah,
I really like that from him. That's a hammer. I feel like.
I think Jamar.
I'm
about to have a day.
I also added Tyler Boyd onto that anytime touchdown.
Yeah.
Because T. Higgins is out there not 100%. And also, obviously, Jamar Chase and Diggs is going to be the main focal point of that matchup, right? So everybody's going to be putting all that focus on there. Higgins is a decoy. All of a sudden, you forget about Tyler Boyd, who all of a sudden you put on any other team in the league, and he's the wide receiver 1. Like, this guy has talent. So I think he's coming in. His touchdown at plus 290 today, I really like that because not only do I think he gets it, but there's going to be potentially 5 touchdowns in this game, 6 touchdowns scored in this game. So I think that they're going to be running this total up on the Cowboys because their defense just blows.
Yeah, I think Jamar Chase is going to have a day. I don't think him and Diggs are at the same level at all.
We got Hayden Hurst propaganda in the chat.
Oh,
Hayden Hurst propaganda.
I definitely like Tyler Boyd anytime touchdown. I like Tyler Boyd everything. I got him on I'm starting him in fantasy because all of my fucking starters are hurt. I love Boyd because, like you said, Higgins is out. They're gonna key in on Jamar. Higgins is playing now.
He's not 100%.
He's limited. He's probably limited.
He's super limited, and they're not gonna. He's out there probably being a decoy. Truthfully.
Yeah.
Damn, that must
against the Cowboys without Dak, he's probably not gonna play much at all.
So T. Higgins' reception total is 4.5, and the over is plus money.
How do you feel about the spread?
Baiting everybody into kind of going for that big money, knowing that he's going to be limited. That's how I looked at it, at least.
I'm trying to fish him.
Yeah.
Do you think that minus 7.5 is a little high, or do you think I still think they go over that? That's still.
You never know. Like the Bengals play every game close. It doesn't even matter.
Bengals trying to play down to their competition too. Like,
you're not wrong. Last week they kind of scared. I mean, those 4 interceptions, some of them were kind of flukes, but
yep. I did put together a little parlay of my pick, Wise's pick, and then I added in also Joe Mixon to go over his receiving yards. I think that's also another play I'm going to add
you hit
on
that
today.
last week, right?
Yep, 18.5. They came back with the same line against a weaker defense.
Yeah.
Give me that, man. 18.5. So I put together a parlay. Tyler Boyd, anytime touchdown. Joe Mixon over 18.5 and over 24.5 total points. And that comes in at plus 909. So
wow.
I like that one. I like that a lot.
Yeah. So for my 4 o'clock games, I have Rashad Penny over 12.5 rush attempts plus 118 on Caesars. I like that a lot. Rashad was getting fed big time. And last weekend, I think he can run it back again. They're playing the Niners, Geno Smith. Like I said, I got another play that complements that play. Geno Smith under 19.5 completions.
Oh, I have a Geno under.
Everybody's hopping on the Geno wave. Like
I'm not.
Everybody's riding Geno's dick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had -4 yards in the fourth quarter. He had 13 yards in the second half. He barely had any completions. He's not hit. That was a bullshit game. Yeah. And he's not doing that against the Niners defense. It's not happening.
I'm on that.
It's not happening, bro.
I'm going back on that Geno under. Geno's under was 210 last week. Now it's 197. I'm still sticking to it. I don't think he's going to have a good game at all. He had a really good first half. If he plays like he did in the second half, he might get benched at halftime. I mean, he was really bad in the second half.
So bro.
I'm not jumping on a Geno
Smith. ESPN all on his dick. No, bro. You're not fooling me. They're trying to fool people to think he's good and then fucking he's going to blow it. You know
if they would have lost that game, people would have been asking when Drew Lock's going to play, but they won the game, so they don't care. So basically,
because I don't think he's going to get pass completions, I think Rashad Penny's going to get more rush attempts. And that's my play for that. And my last play of the day is for the night game, and that's Eagles Vikings over 49.5
tomorrow.
Points. On Monday I meant. Sorry. Yeah. For Monday night's game, Eagles Vikings over 49.5 points. I think is going to be a fucking barn burner. They're going to run it up crazy. And yeah.
I don't know where Matt went, but I don't know where he went, but
Matt, where are you at, dog?
Where'd you go?
What up, Raheem? What's good? What's good? I'll take it. I'll host. You know what I mean?
Well, I have another for the 4 o'clock game, so it's a bit of a risky one. It's a bit of a risky one, but the Cardinals secondary is a bit of a question to me. I'm not big on it. I know they have a good safety there, but I would take anytime touchdown Devontae, but the value isn't really there. But I think he can hit 2 tonight. He's a type of guy who, if he can really with regularity have 2 touchdown games. And because of how much Derek Carr was targeting him, and he had 17 targets in his first game with the team, I don't expect that to go down. So I have him getting, if you really want to risk it, put a small amount, probably a quarter of a unit on a plus 300 Devontae Adams to score 2 touchdowns. I could see that happening. That's something that he did. He did that at regularity in Green Bay. So I could see that. Definitely.
Nice. All right, so I'm gonna keep going with some parlays.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of parlays that I liked today. I don't usually play parlays, but people love them, so I'm gonna give it to them. You know. So for the Giants game, I have McCaffrey touchdown, Barkley touchdown, and Giants alt spread plus 7.5. That's a little plus 313 for y'all. You know what I mean? You know, triple your money real quick. No big deal. And then I got a more crazier one at plus 614, over 48 and for the Commanders Lions game, over 48.5 points. DeAndre Swift touchdown and Curtis Samuel over 40.5 receiving yards. That's at plus 614. And then I have an odds boost on PointsBet. Aaron Rodgers to have over 300 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and Packers to win, buddy. Yes, sir. Right up your alley. Very possible. Like look, very possible. He has on his shoulder. Every time he has a bad game, he comes back with something crazy. Every fucking time. It's like clockwork, bro. Watch. Aaron Rodgers is about to have a fucking day, bro.
I have 2.
Aaron Rodgers going to have a day, bro.
I have 2 anytime touchdowns for that game. I have A.J. Dillon plus 135. I will hit that every single week until he doesn't do it because he is, every time the Packers get to the 2-3 yard line, he just runs it right in. He's impossible to tackle. takes a bunch of people to tackle him. So he's going to score a touchdown pretty much every game, it feels like. Then the other one's a bit of a risk. It would be his first career touchdown, but Romeo Doubs at plus 400. He's the kind of guy I see breaking out early. I think for Christian Watson, it's going to take half the season. I think for Romeo Doubs, he can have a good game tonight, next week. He can really settle in early. I like him. He's very fast too. So I like Romeo Doubs at plus 400. Yeah.
Dubs. I don't know how it's.
I think it's Dubs. I say Dubs. I know a lot of people say Dubs. So I mean,
Dubs. Who knows?
Until he scores a touchdown, it is what it is. Oh, look who's back!
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Yeah, I rose like the fucking Undertaker. I'm back from the dead. I'm back from the dead.
Oh Lord.
Jesus.
Right.
We were talking Packers. Is that what I heard? Some Romeo Dubes propaganda going on?
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah. I mean, I like him today, dude. Like. The Bears stink, so I mean it's no surprise if Aaron Rodgers comes out and puts up 4 touchdowns on their head. Like that's just how he rolls.
And I think Alan Lazard can kind of play as a decoy. I kind of think he could. I think he'll, if he's not 100% healthy, he'll probably just be a decoy, and they'll put their top corner on Lazard. So
yeah, I like that too.
I like it for sure.
Well, right before you came in, what started the Packers talk was I like this odds boots on points bet Aaron Rodgers over 299.5 passing yards, so 300 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and Packers to win at plus 625. That is so possible. That is so possible.
That does sound very
That
possible.
is so possible. Yeah. That is such value. At
I think you'll be good with everything. The yards are probably the only thing that I think people will question.
Yeah.
If they're up by so much, you're probably not gonna throw that much.
Right. And then my last parlay that I got is a Barstool boost, and it's Jonathan Taylor, Saquon, and Najee Harris each to score a touchdown at plus 675. 3 guys that's gonna get touchdowns this week. Like straight up. Like these guys are getting touchdowns.
Minus
like,
money,
come on.
You know?
Yeah.
They're all 3 of them are minus money to make touchdowns. Like, come on, let's be serious. Like,
that makes too much sense. Too much sense.
So that's what I got.
I like that. I like the Packers one, obviously. I'm still this kind of reminds me of last year after they lost that first game. They had a game against the Lions everybody thought was a gimme, and they started slow. So this is going to be kind of like that. Hopefully they don't start that slow, though.
Aaron Rodgers always comes back from a bad game and goes.
I think that
every time.
Always does.
I know you guys will be.
Put him down.
I know you guys will be locked in on your Giants game.
I'm gonna have.
Are you guys confident? I'll have Red Zone on, but I'll also have the Giant game. Are you guys confident today?
I'm confident in the Giants today. This is the first game I can say I'm confident in the Giants winning in about 3 years.
Yeah.
About 3 years.
Yeah.
And this is the first game we were favored in 15 games.
That's crazy.
Damn. Yeah.
And the Lions, that was the first one in 24 games.
That includes when you played the Washington Commanders a lot too. So you would think like one of those games at home or something, but that's how bad the Giants have been lately.
They've been awful,
that's
bro.
Crazy.
They have been literally atrocious. It's embarrassing, truthfully, that like it's been this long. And you saw what Wink said, like the culture's got to change, you know? Like
he wants that place to be loud today.
I think, but I also think that is a problem in the NFL because it's literally, I don't know if you heard what I think it was Joe Burrow, what he said about the Super Bowl, that basically it was him performing like it's very corporate and it's him. It feels like they're just kind of entertainment for a dinner party. Like that's literally what the NFL has become.
That's always been what the Super Bowl
is. So expensive. No, but it's just the NFL in general. Tickets are so expensive that the everyday normal fan literally cannot go out and support their team without breaking their pockets. Like it doesn't make sense. And that's why the cultures around these stadiums have changed, because you have just people that have money at the games. That's it. People that are
they have
there
no interest. They have no interest.
There's no interest. They're just there because it's another Sunday.
They want to take they want to take a photo and post it on there. They want to take a photo, post it on their Instagram,
you don't have
Twitter.
Legitimate fans there. It's that Roger Goodell did that, truthfully.
That's why there was That's why there was such an uproar the other day about Amazon. Everybody's mad because the NFL's taking advantage of them, knowing they're going to pay the money. And it's true. You're not going to not pay to see your team. It's what? I don't know how much Amazon Prime is. I'm going to be honest. I don't pay for it.
$10.
MLB does that shit too.
Yeah,
with
the MLB.
Apple TV.
Next year, you're going to have to pay for Apple TV. They know that you don't want to miss a single game, especially for football. Because for football, you only get 17 games. You'll pay for that one game. Because that's like what?
Streaming service.
7% of your season.
Bro.
So
Yeah.
But back to MetLife, like that stadium out of all the stadiums, it's fucking bad. It sucks.
It's horrendous.
I've been there one time and it was a dump.
It's a dinner party every fucking game in the lower level of Giants Stadium during the Giants game. You get rowdy, you get any type of like real fanish, like drunk and just rowdy, you're getting kicked out. You're getting kicked out every time. You're getting security called on you. If you scream, if you like really act like a fan in like a playoff atmosphere game, you're getting kicked out of Giants Stadium.
There's only
I've seen
two or three.
I've seen it.
There's only like two or three places where the fans are legit in the game 100% of the time, and it's usually Seattle and probably Green Bay, and you can maybe throw, I think San Francisco you can kind of throw in that, but other than that,
New Orleans
not that many.
Lit.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Superdome. Yeah. Superdome is lit. I promise you.
Yeah.
I've only been to a cup. Philly is crazy as hell.
Oh well, yeah, Philly for everything is.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's got probably.
I haven't been to Pitt yet, but I heard it's good.
But really, yeah, it's MetLife is one of the worst. Probably.
Yeah, it's not a very.
It really is bad. New York got
stinks,
that corporate
bro.
New York took over MetLife.
Yeah,
it stinks, bro.
It's bad.
It's
really
not
bad.
fun.
You want to sit in nosebleeds? It's like $100.
Yeah, it's
before fees.
Ridiculous. Football tickets are ridiculous. They are.
It's like $250, $300 to sit lower level in Giants.
And honestly,
I
prefer any game. It could be a fucking Falcons game.
Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna go see Daniel Jones versus Marcus Mariota, and you're running me $400 a ticket. Like,
you see what the London tickets are?
No, what are they?
In London, they were hitting like 2,000 for the Packers and For the Packers Giants game, it's like $4,000.
All right, we got some fantasy questions coming in here from Cole. Dalton Schultz or Zach Ertz, non-PPR. I love Zach Ertz today, truthfully.
I do too.
Zach Ertz returning to Arizona's lineup. They're going up against a weaker linebacking core for the Raiders. I really think Kyler's going to come out slinging today, so I'm going to go Zach Ertz on that one. I love
Zach
starting in a lineup.
Yeah, you don't even have to say.
I have him. I'm starting him on fantasy this year. I mean, this week, Cole. I'm starting Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead and get you some Zach Ertz love because they're gonna give it up to him for sure.
And he's still when he's fully healthy, he's still a top, 5 to 8 tight end like in the league. Like that's no question.
He never lost it. He just lost his targets because they had Dallas Goedert.
Yep.
So he never lost his talent.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I really like Zach Ertz today. Any other fantasy guys you guys got starting that you think?
Mark Ingram.
I
think that's one people should look at. I think they're not going to not run the ball. I love Jameis Winston, but they're not going to throw it with him 50, 60 times. They're still going to run the ball. And Ingram's a veteran who's been doing this for a long time. They're playing Tampa Bay, so they got to get offensive rhythm. So I think that's got to be the guy you go. I think the last minute guy you go with. Kamara's not in now, so Ingram's going to get all of the carries probably. So
yeah, and I mean he did have 4 carries for 22 yards. So I mean. It's not like he doesn't have the talent anymore. It just really doesn't have the role.
Play well against Tampa Bay, that's for sure.
Ingram plays well against Tampa Bay too. I have a player because, like I said, I have at least 2 starters out in all 4 of my leagues this week.
I saw that tweet.
My luck, it's awesome. It's great. So I have a bunch of replacements if you guys want to hear them. I got Curtis Samuel. I think Curtis Samuel had 11 targets last week. First of all,
they were spreading the ball out.
Yeah, bro. Dotson and Curtis.
I have
Samuels.
Dotson now. Yeah.
Don't sleep on them. If Wentz is really gonna spread this rock around, I like Curtis Samuel a lot. He's getting like jet sweeps and shit too. So it's looking pretty good. Shit.
Dude, I have a league. I feel you on those injuries, dude. I have Keenan Allen. My top 2 receivers, Keenan Allen, Michael Pittman, in one of my leagues.
Oh, that Pittman one.
Both of them
it's our league. It's our league, right?
No, this is another one. I just I have similar draft styles. So, I take high stock in a lot of these guys like Pittman. Like I really loved Pittman in a lot of leagues this year. I really loved, obviously, Breece Hall in a lot of leagues.
Do you have Odell in both your leagues?
I have Odell in.
You have Odell in our
leagues. Yeah, I have Odell in 2 leagues. That is a fact.
He's just waiting on his signing.
He really is.
I want you guys to pay attention to a guy named Doolin today for the Colts.
Oh yeah. I like this
no Pittman, like I said. The guy that Matt Ryan had the most chemistry with besides Pittman was Doolin. It wasn't.
He didn't look at Pierce.
Pierce is out, and Pierce is out today too. Yeah. Pierce and Pittman are out. Doolin might be the #1 guy for the Colts today.
Yeah.
He might be.
Campbell
It's going to be him and Paris Campbell.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe
That's
why their line is looking the way it is, I guess.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the Colts right now. So I like Doolin, but yeah, those are my two guys, Curtis Samuel and Doolin.
Did J.K. Dobbins get announced as out?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I had to swap him.
So if you is it?
I had to put Ramondre back in.
Yeah, Kenyon Drake is their starter.
Yeah, I was gonna say anybody. I didn't realize that. I'm gonna make a last-second sweep, see if Kenyon Drake's available anywhere. And
I already looked in our league. He is not.
Best.
Rex Burkhead is the only running back of worth in our league that's available, and I'm not picking him up. So I think I just cut him, to be honest with you.
I think I might have picked Rex Burkhead up in one league. I can't even lie to you.
Well, Matt and I play each other today, so
I cannot lie. I mean,
on that.
I have one team, dude. It's only a 10-teamer, so it's a little bit saturated. My bench right now, my top 3 bench guys are Deontay Johnson, Cordarrelle Patterson, and Rashad Bateman. And I got Michael Carter and Allen Lazard sitting there. My starters are just too stacked. Like, I can't.
You think if you're sitting Cordarrelle Patterson, your starters must be really good.
I got Najee,
I'm sitting Cordarrelle
Patterson.
Yeah, I gotta sit him too, and that's crazy. I got Chubb, Eckler, and Henry. What can I fucking do?
Yeah.
And Cordell,
Eckler, you're gonna get value is gonna go up if Herbert's hurt. That looked rough. Yeah, what did he have, like 17 ribs?
I think they're gonna put that like vest on him or some shit, like Philip.
Yeah, and that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough for him to play with that though.
He still was throwing the ball.
I was gonna say, you saw that one throw.
That throw was on the dime, bro.
Ribs, like,
how'd you feel about Everett just giving up? He was gassed. He was so gassed,
bro. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do
Such
that,
a bitch, bro.
It's been 3
he could have made a tackle. He could have made a tackle on the guy.
He lost his mouthpiece during the interception.
I saw it. It just falls out. He picked it up.
You're a fucking weirdo, bro. Like, fucking run. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah,
that pissed me off because that fucked the whole game up.
It did.
Like, the Chargers were about to go up 2 scores right there, and they fucking
like just because of that, I got to listen to Ed. Like, that's bullshit. I don't want to do that. You know, like.
Just that one play, because other than that, Herbert had himself a fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Once again, but he folded Everett, it was mostly Everett's fault in my opinion, but don't make that throw. Don't make that throw.
There was no
make that throw.
He was watching Everett say, I'm too tired. Still decided to throw the ball.
And then still threw it right to him. And then, he'd even throw it to the right shoulder, or Everett just faded the wrong way. Who knows? It was just a sloppy.
Bad.
That division is going to be fascinating.
It's going to be great.
I mean, I know the Chiefs.
Chargers and the Chiefs. It's Chiefs Chargers. It's not even going to have Broncos are really.
No, the Broncos are done. I'm not going to overreact, but yeah.
I'm not going to overreact either. I think they're going to be a 10-win team, but that's not enough.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
And their coaching looked rough the other day.
You got to win 12 games, 13 games to win that division.
They might need to win 14. The Chiefs look good, and they have an easy schedule, I think. After their 8 weeks. Their first 8 weeks are tough, but they're the Chiefs. They can figure it out. They're going to be fine after that.
Yeah. You guys got anything else you want to add in here?
I think I'm good.
I think I'm good, too.
I think I'm good, man. It's a big Sunday.
Big Sunday. Let's make some bread because I really like a lot of these bets. That's for sure.
I think this is a money making day for sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Good luck to everybody's fantasy teams and your actual teams that you like.
Yeah, you as well. I don't feel like I need to even say it for Aaron Rodgers. Truthfully,
I hope
don't know
not.
Why you're stressing about it, but
I stress about everything. I don't. The only team I don't stress about anymore is Georgia. Other than that, I stress about all my teams.
Yeah. Shout out Georgia, real quick. Quick shout out to Steady B and the boys over there.
Oh yeah,
just incredible. I mean, they're the best team easily.
It's not even close.
And they're even better than they were last season. Yeah. So it's going to be pretty easy for those guys. I mean, and Wise cashed us out yesterday on that. First
their first half, right? Yeah.
Yep. And I was able to get that DraftKings 100% profit boost, so it was really just free money.
They covered the spread in the first half, and then they wound up doubling the spread, I think.
Yeah. And the spread was already massive.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But all right, thank you everybody for tuning in. This has been Moneyline Madness Week 2 Kickoff. Any more questions, anything like that, hit us on the socials. You see them at the bottom at ML Madness Pod. Across all platforms. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will catch you guys tomorrow.
Go Pack.